Good evening, everyone. We'll call our meeting to order. I'd ask Council Nance if he'll lead us in pledge and a prayer. Or prayer and a pledge.
Lord, we thank you for this day. God, I thank you for your many blessings. Pray that you be with us tonight. Help us to make good decisions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
John Ketcher.
Here.
Troy Contract.
Here.
Here.
Steve Smith.
Here.
Randy Chitwood.
Here.
Yvette Larham.
Here.
Chris Dompier.
Here.
Laura Seaver.
Here.
Thank you. There are no petitions from the audience tonight. Item 3, department head reports. We'll go down the line. Building inspector, no report. Emergency management, recognize Mr. Johnny Jansen.
Wanted to let everybody know, if you haven't heard already, the commissioners issued a countywide burn ban yesterday. It'll be good for 7 days. I had a lot of calls today from people in Pryor wanting to know if they can grill. So just wanted to read this real quick. The burn ban shall not apply to gas or electric grills with no open exposed flames in a hooded cooking unit with at least a 10 by 10 improved surface. So basically, you put it on concrete patio or something like that, you can still cook. Does anybody have any questions about that?
A 7-day burn ban.
7 day, and I would suspect that it will probably continue till we get some measurable rain. I don't see them taking it off next week. This is the map of Oklahoma, and you can see everybody in yellow has burn bans. So the only county in eastern Oklahoma from Texas to Kansas that doesn't is Cherokee County. So, I mean,
Because
it's
it's mainly rock.
pretty much, yeah, there's not much to
Pretty
burn.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they had a little more rain than we did too.
But anyway, yeah, it'll be on for every Monday. They will decide whether they're going to extend it or not, and they probably will continue to extend it until we get some rain.
So you send that notice through to me like you normally do, and I distribute that to council and distribute that to others.
And I brought you a copy of the resolution.
Okay.
There's a map of the other counties that have it, but that's the actual resolution that the state that we sent into the state. So.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Any
Bet.
any other wise advice for us?
Well, hopefully we'll get some rain before long, but other than that, don't burn nothing until we do.
Thank you.
Much longer than
Thank you.
we can do, but it's something cool.
Fire department? Fire department, no report tonight. Golf course, no report tonight. Library. Recognize Miss Carrie Rarrett.
We don't have much to report at the library. We're trying to get everything wound down at the Graham Building so we can close and move. Still trying to do story time. We're not getting very much attendance right now for story time. We're not super surprised because, again, everything is kind of in transition. So, sorry, I forgot what I was going to tell you. We are closing November 1st. Before then, you can come in and check out up to 20 items on your card. So we've raised the limit back up to where it was when we were in our building. Please come and stock up on your books because the more you check out, the less we have to pack. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks.
Maybe bump it up to 50.
Well, staff has discretion.
Parks and Cemetery, no report. Police, Animal Shelter. Recognize Chief Nichols.
I don't really have a whole lot to matter tonight, but I did want to bring to your attention, we had a medical issue here about a week and a half ago. A daughter and her father were on a daily road trip here in Pryor. They had a medical emergency out on South Elliott Street. He ended up having a stroke. And they had he just bought a car, and it was a standard shift. So she couldn't drive it.
Oh, man.
But anyway, he had the stroke. They transported him to Tulsa to the hospital. We arranged transport for her to get her to Tulsa, be with the hospital with her dad. and made some other arrangements to get the car taken down. We had it put in our impound lot where it wouldn't cost them anything. And they called, and she was really appreciative, and she wanted me to express that to everybody, how thankful she was for the officers that helped her, specifically Officer Jessica Flood, but there were several other officers that she mentioned that were there. So the fire department, she said they were great. Emergency medical services was great. They were just really thankful for the emergency services they got in the city of Pryor.
Good.
And she wanted me to pass that on to you all and let you know.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I like those kind of,
Thanks for the service.
that means they're doing better than their job.
It's nice to hear good news.
Yes.
Recreation Center, Ms. Jessica Tiger.
Just a quick report. We had 117, I think, new members last month, but our retention rate was at 83%, which is what we're more focused on right now versus the new numbers is just retaining what we have. And so that's the highest I think it's been in a few months. So we're excited about that. You'll see on the consent agenda something about purchasing a heat and air and all of that for the roof. That is part of the HVAC study that you all approved a few months ago for us to bring an engineer in and for him to assess some of the humidity issues that we're having. And so this is sort of step one in doing what we can do. And then we're going to have to look at a course to kind of figure out if there's anything else we can do. But these are some things that he mentioned that would be easy fixes right off the bat. So that's what that is. And that study is continuing. And then we also, the fitness court, the street department came by yesterday, and it was delayed a little bit, but street department came by yesterday and got everything outside for us, and so they will be here first thing in the morning. Everything should be assembled by the weekend if they don't have any problems. So if you'll mark your calendars, October 21st is a Friday at 11 a.m., and we would like to invite you all there, and anyone from the public that wants to be part of it. We'll have a kickoff event with our main sponsors and kind of give a description of how the fitness court works and then a little competition. We're working on a couple different teams to compete that day and just kind of have a fun morning, just a few minutes to show everybody how it works and invite them out. So
Is anybody from council on one of the teams?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
would you like to be?
I was getting ready to say, if we show up, do we have to compete?
No, they will
Can we
have
just take
forewarning.
pictures?
Yeah. No, you can just show up and watch, but we would love to have you guys there. And other than that, I think,
Services back up.
yeah, we're excited to see it done. I'm ready for it to be done, so we're excited. We're on the home stretch now. So, and I can't stress to you enough how appreciative I am of every department within the city. I mean, the street department was out there, but Dennis Bowman came and helped us himself lay sod. We all laid it ourselves to save money, and Dennis spent 3 or 4 hours in the sun with us doing that. Parks Department, Frank brought rakes over because we didn't have rakes, and so we've had help. And then just this week, we've had an issue where, the police had to come by, and so it's just nice to work with a team. It feels like a team, and so I'm very grateful for them. Before I forget, the only other good news I have, or one other piece of good news I have, I did apply for a grant in hopes of maybe offsetting some of the cost for the fitness court, and I recognize that one piece of it, which was a concrete pad, would apply and meet the grant requirements, and so we did receive a grant for $6,100, which was what the street department charged us for that, so that part was taken care of. So that was from the Oliver Dewey Mayer Foundation, so just wanted to share that.
Good, thanks so much. Street Department, no, excuse me, no report tonight. Item number 4, Mayor's report. Item A, discussion and possible action regarding proclamation recognizing October 2022 as Children First Program Appreciation Month. Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion Gantier, second Chitwood. I think we have some representatives here today that perhaps could speak to what this is. You're welcome to, or you don't have to. You don't have to, but we are going to read the proclamation here in just a second. Would you like to speak?
Sure.
Please come to the microphone.
Children's First is an awesome program for first-time moms and babies. It's entirely voluntary, and we just provide a lot of education help the moms have healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, and it's research-based, and so it's proven that it does help.
Very good, very good. Thank you for what you all do. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the City of Pryor Creek profoundly honors the exemplary service of Mays County Health Department and the 25th anniversary of the Children First program. And whereas nurses continuously provide family support services during pregnancy and up to 2 years after a child is born to encourage parental care and personal development. And whereas nurses go above and beyond to meet the needs of pregnancy, infant care, stress management, safety, and nutrition education, child development assessments, and health monitoring to safeguard the health and safety of the child and the mother. And whereas nurses have served thousands of Oklahomans through this voluntary public service program that nurtures a nurse-family partnership encompassed around the importance of health, safety, and child development. And whereas the residents of Pryor Creek and surrounding communities are grateful for our nurses and Mays County Health Department for their unwavering dedication to provide treatment, health care, and leadership. Now therefore, I, Larry Lees, Mayor, City of Pryor Creek, Oklahoma, on behalf of the City Council and the residents, do hereby officially recognize October 2022 as the Children's First Program Appreciation Month in the City of Pryor Creek, this 4th day of October 2022. It is appropriate to give these ladies a hand for what they do.
Is this possible action?
Do you all need a picture? Do you need a picture? Okay. They're gonna need a picture for evidence.
Picture for evidence.
Sure.
Do we need to vote on this?
Yeah, let's vote it through before we forget.
It'll be yes, don't worry.
It would be appropriate for council to vote on this. We've not done it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Very tempting.
Terry's our nurse.
Thank you. Yep, thank you.
Are you doing meaningful things?
That motion carried. Item B, discussion and possible action regarding waiving fees for the use of Graham Community Building for Santa's Village from October 29, 2022 through December the 1st, 2022. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second. Says November. You got a lot of motions on that one.
You said October, it's November.
The deal says November.
Oh, sorry, November 29.
Yeah.
That was motion. Shropshire, second. Catcher? Very good.
Thank you all. Last year, was the first year we did it. You're always nervous, is anybody going to show up? And we looked outside, and they were lined up all the way down to the old sheriff's office. And, we did the 300 cookies, 300 ornaments to the first 300 kids. We're open from 4 to 6:30. By 5 o'clock, we were out of everything. The photographer, they get a free photo like this. Be printed off on site. They get to take it home with them. He printed off 379 photos. And the last stop, they come in, see me, get a picture, go to the L's. They're getting an ornament like this year. Bank of Commerce sponsored that. And then seen Miss Claus, got a cookie. And then they got to go to, the last stop was the North Pole Post Office and write a letter to Santa. I had 331 letters from kids. So it was a good night.
Good. So
It's going to be better this year. We got reindeers coming. The bank is gonna let us use their parking lot to put a corral up, so we got Grace and Rosie coming over, from the reindeer farm and, can't think of words.
Are they Bigsby?
No.
Mrs. Claus is going to assist.
I just want to give props to him because his goal was $3,500, and your community is so awesome. He's raised $9,000.
Oh, wow. Good deal. Wow.
It is. But I also wanted to make a correction. I think I heard you maybe wrong. We need it the 29th, 30th, 1st, and 2nd.
November 29th and 30th.
30th, and the 1st and the 2nd of December.
So,
All right.
Because we want that extra day for cleanup.
That's right. I remember
Because
that.
it's hard to do in his furry suit.
All right. So
We'll come back.
we'll correct that. We'll
Okay.
correct that in the motion.
And we got a grant from Walmart. We ordered, well, we're going to end up totaling about 20 bicycles that the kids can draw. We're going to register for to give away that night. You know, we'll have a box in front of each one where they can put their name in, whichever one they would like to win. So we got a church, one of the church is going to be giving away stocking caps to the kids. And it's just been overwhelming this year. I mean, the word got out about last year, and just everybody's like, yeah, what do you need? What do you need? And stuff. So.
And it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Yeah, he's went from the insurance companies to banks to real estate to just some of his old classmates.
Everybody's
It's-
fighting for this picture because it has their logo on it. Other banks are offering me double the money. So it's just been a good.
Then we've got little ornaments that his classmate
They get a
makes.
pack of crayons and they get a coloring sheet of me and Mrs. Claus.
So awesome.
And it's just going to be a good time. You know.
Cool.
Thank you very much for what y'all do.
Thank you all.
Thank you for coming and presenting tonight.
Thank you.
Sure appreciate it.
So I'd like to say, before he leaves, this is an example of somebody that was raised in Pryor that's coming to give back to the town.
Who does
You know,
not
they-
live in Pryor,
He
but
does not
comes
live in
back.
Pryor. He could go
to give back to the
anywhere he
town.
wanted and do this, but he chooses to come back to his hometown and do this for us. We appreciate that. Thank you.
I'd like to have an amendment, ask for an amendment to the motion, Mr. Shropshire, change that through December the 2nd,
Through December the 2nd. I would like
and
to change that.
asking for amendment to the 2nd. Mr. Ketcher.
Yes.
Very good.
One other thing, some mix-up last year, but this year, for sure, I was on the phone with them this morning. Good Day Tulsa is going to be here that morning, and we're going to be live on Good Day Tulsa the whole hour, you know, just cutting in and out. I've invited Larry to come up, you know, to talk with him and stuff, but Pryor Creek's going to be on Good Day Tulsa that morning, so,
Very good.
all right, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much. Any discussion? Call for vote?
Shropshire,
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Barham,
Yes.
Gantier,
Yes.
Seaver,
With a
Yes.
chuckle.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let us know what you need. Item 5.
A lot of people Last, one thing we did was, I called every school, got how many kids were in pre-K to 6th grade, and we did this last year, doing it again this year. We're having over 3,600 postcards with that flyer I gave you. I delivered them to all the schools, and they're handing them out to the kids. And so, that went over well last year. I mean, we had kids from Jinx, from Wagner, from Bonita, you know, it was just, it was overwhelming. It was really a good crowd.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll move to item 5, City Attorney's Report. Need a motion to enter public hearing.
Motion. Second.
Motion Gantier, second Ketcher. Call for vote?
Nance,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chitwood,
Yes.
Barham,
Yes.
Gantier,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Pitcher,
Yes.
Shropshire,
Yes.
Motion carries. We are in public hearing regarding appeal of the demolition process at 306 North Indianola Street. Are there any in the gallery who would like to speak to the motion? Yes, please come to the microphone.
Yes.
Yes, please come to the microphone and state your name, please.
I'm Jeanette Nahira, so I'm owner of the,
You need the letter?
no.
Okay.
We actually started the remodeling process, I believe, a year and a half ago. It has all new roof, window sidings, and then we removed all the debris from the property, and then the inside, we already removed all the burnt wood, and then we replaced it with a new one. And then we stopped because Gabriel had a hip surgery, so that kept him from work for about 6 months. So we were,
So when did the process start?
I want to say last year,
Okay,
last year.
all right. We have our abatement officer in the room. Mr. Doyle, would you like to come speak, please?
So, I just want to start by saying the work that they've done on this house has been great. They've done a good job. The problem is, this is why we sent it to you guys, is that the house is still uninhabitable. And it's been, I think the first hearing, do you have the book up there, Larry? I believe the first hearing that we had was.
We have the book over here.
April of '21. And so, we've had a couple hearings where we've had no shows. When I'm in a situation where I have a house that, again, they've done a great job, but there's been some communication issues and some no-shows. And when you're in my seat and you have a house that is not making progress, it's still uninhabitable, and nobody there to represent it, then we move forward with the dilapidation. I'm going to encourage the council to maybe consider an appeal under the terms that they don't miss any more hearings and that we can make progress. I believe the last little bit of motion we had was that there was a permit purchased for a gas line, and that was it. But I don't believe anything's been done since then. Again, the inside is completely gutted and completely uninhabitable. There's no utilities, and so all of those, when you look at code and things like that, that's a problem. But I will say that they've done a great job with the roof. There was an auxiliary building, it was a shed, right?
It was a garage.
Yeah.
We threw it down.
And you got rid of the one in the back corner, so they got rid of that.
Correct,
We had a little bit of delay in getting some of the debris caught up and cleaned up, but they did get it on the property. Mr. Ritchie has current pictures of it. It looks good, but looks aren't everything. Attending your hearings and having a habitable structure with utilities and things, that's the reason that it was pushed into the dilapidation with absences at the hearings. If they can commit to showing up at every hearing and continuing to make the progress and no more delays, then we could probably soften our heart a little bit and let it go. But we need to have that attendance, or we're going to continue to send it back to you guys for the process. You know, if you look at how we've done this for others, for their homes, I think last time I talked to Cheryl, we were over 90 properties in the last 3 years that we've abated and cleaned up, and the progress is taking place. And so what we do for one, we are definitely going to do for all. And my MO is that as long as they work with me in the city, as long as they do the things that they're mailed in the letters, they're certified letters every time we communicate, and those, we get return receipt on those. So everybody's aware of everything, and the instruction and what's expected and what the next step is and when they have to be there and what they have to have. And all of that's explained in those letters. It's a standard formula that Mr. Ritchie put together for us a couple years ago. So 90 some other people have been through this 100 times. But we just need to make sure that we're attending the hearings and we're showing progress at a rapid speed, not delayed. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'd like to hear.
We just do
Please.
letters because we live in California, so it's not, I mean, we can't come every single hearing. Not sure if we can do.
I think it would be helpful for the council to hear what your plan is to get it finished.
So we were
How much
able.
time do you need?
Well, we were able to get a loan, so now we just need to go with we're thinking, we were gonna do the gas first, but it'll make, we'll be able to improve more if we do the electric. That way they can put the walls and the insulation and all that.
So what kind of timing are you looking at to get it finished?
It would depend because I need to, I can come back probably tomorrow, but I would need to get with the company first, because we're trying to get a company that can do all the 3 services together, so that they can give us a time frame, whereas going to 3 separate ones.
If you could choose a time frame, what would that be?
6 months, maybe at most. I don't know how long honestly, this is the first time we've remodeled a home, so I'm not sure how long realistically it takes. So it would just depend on how long the company could take.
Okay. Mr. Doyle, would you like to speak again?
Yeah, I want to add one more thing, and it's actually worked.
Yeah, we don't want to push you away from the microphone.
No, I do want to clarify. We have to throw this out there in all fairness. They did not have possession of the home for the first 6 months, I believe, the first several, was it the retreats? There was Clay and Claudia Treat owned the home, and you purchased it.
After.
Yes, and so the process started with another owner. So just so you're aware, that process does not care who the owner is, it follows the property.
But it does explain.
Yes, it does explain some things to their favor that they have not. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, oh, April, but they have not had possession of the home that entire time.
Right.
So,
Is there accommodations for teleconferencing since they live in California?
yes, but I think we've had family members come, right? The cousin, the
Yes,
brother,
but we were at the last hearing, we weren't here because we never got the certified amount.
Okay.
I even spoke to Cheryl about it, so we were not aware.
I don't have a problem with that. That's just something we have to set up and coordinate.
Oh, I know how to set up teleconferencing.
I don't have a problem with that. We just have to have, we really have to have representation here. I have to keep moving. It wouldn't be fair for me to, we have other homes where you guys have flipped the bill to tear out the home and because they don't show, and then we have some that don't show and we do.
So either representation live in person from a family member or teleconferencing?
Yes, as long as I can.
One or the other.
Directly to them.
Can we do teleconferencing better?
We could probably work that out with Cheryl and the deputies in there that can do that, but main thing is we have to keep momentum going on them, or else we have to assume that we've bailed out.
Sure.
So is it your intent to occupy the home?
Yes, hopefully.
Because you're living in California now?
Yes, well, we have to live out there in order to provide for the means to fix the home.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's done.
And then once it's done, your plan is to
Yes.
move here?
Does the council packet have pictures in it?
No, sir.
No, it has the
I
letter.
drove by.
We drove by though.
Yeah,
And,
outside looked good.
At what point is somebody allowed to go in and inspect?
We can do that anytime.
Okay.
So, these pictures are really small, but I'll just walk down the line. So this was March of 21. That was the condition of home down the bottom left.
Okay.
I've seen them already.
I drove by as well. You guys have done good work.
That was in March of 21. So that's what they started with.
Yep.
It's came quite a ways, hadn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you flew
Then
from California for this? It's a long flight. I'm going to fly there in a couple weeks.
I'm hearing Zach speak. It sounds like that's a solid plan to me.
Picture. Picture.
I would ask,
you want to see it?
I actually drove by there today, too.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good on the outside now.
making lots of progress. I'd also like to ask Code Enforcement Officer if you would like to speak or have information that would be germane to the conversation.
No, I would just like for them to get moving forward on it. The property burnt down, or burned back in 2012, so that's how long it has sat vacant. It was November of 2012. And we just need to and get it taken care of where it is habitable and makes the neighborhood look a lot better. So if they could get their permits for their electrical, their plumbing, their heat and air.
Did we go through the proper permitting process with roof and with work that has been done so far?
Yeah, and then, I mean, yes, it'd be nice to be able to go inside at some point in time. It's boarded and secured, which we requested that here a long time ago, which that makes it, keeps vagrants from going in and out of it. But we need to take a look at your.
Our building inspector,
The building inspector,
yeah.
that'd be Kenny's job.
yes. Thank you.
Young's job in there.
Right.
We're excited that you're going to get this done. You're going to get it to be a resident of Pryor, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Are you gonna move here? Is that correct? You're not renting it out?
No.
Anything additional, Mr.
So,
Ritchie?
recommendation from me, and a hearing officer agrees with it, would be to remand this. So we need a motion to remand it to the hearing officer's jurisdiction to be reviewed monthly at our regular monthly meetings. And if problems arise in that process, then the hearing officer would send it back to you guys on a final abatement. We do want to make sure that if the council approves doing this, that you need to communicate with Cheryl, and you need to make sure that any work that is done on that property is done with the proper permits in place, and the inspections are made.
Okay.
We've had one or two issues in this process where the permit wasn't obtained, but some things were done to it that weren't permitted. But if you will work with Cheryl, she will help you through that process to make sure you know what you need permit-wise before you work. Okay?
And if you don't get a letter and they regularly come around a certain time, call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call.
I make a motion.
No,
We
we're,
gotta exit.
yeah, we're still in public hearing.
Oh, okay.
We're still in public hearing. Is there anyone else who needs to speak?
Can we look at the letter that's in there and make sure we have the right address? Or they did not get it?
306 North Indianola.
No.
That's the only
California.
one.
Oh.
We're actually flying back on Thursday.
So, maybe just.
Your brother, is this your brother or cousin?
No, that's Gabriel. He's on Johnson.
But he's overlooking the.
He's owner too.
So the address we had was 13977 Cateau, C-A-T-E-A-U Drive, number 2,
Yes.
Whittier, W-H-I-T-T-I-A-R,
Right.
California.
Yeah. The last one, we didn't get it because we were actually out of town, so when we came back, we saw it, but the hearing had already passed.
Okay.
We just saw the letters from the.
So we've got the right address.
Yes.
How about phone numbers?
She does. We have phone numbers, but Cheryl usually mails us the letters. But the last one, we didn't get it via email. Yeah, she usually emails it, but that one, she didn't email it until after.
Okay.
So I believe we have email, and we also have phone numbers,
Okay.
and we also have mailing address. So we have all the data that we need? Okay. All right. Anybody else would like to speak on behalf of these folks, or on behalf of the city?
Well, she's gonna be communicating by via teleconference or emails, is that right? So,
Okay.
I was wondering if she's gonna make it to the meeting.
Very good. All right. If nothing else, I'd entertain a motion then to exit public hearing.
Motion.
Motion Ketcher, second Gantier. Call for vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Chipwood,
Yes.
Barham,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Ketcher,
Yes.
Shropshire.
Yes.
Nance.
Yes.
All right. It is appropriate, per our city attorney, that we would consider a motion to remand the hearing, remand the situation back to the hearing officer month by month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Month by month from here forward. And so that we can get this underway and we can assist you and we can accomplish what we need to together.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
So,
Is there a motion?
motion.
Okay, motion Gantier, second Ketcher. Motion to remand it to the hearing officer month by month. Call for vote?
Chipwood.
Yes.
Marham.
Yes.
Gantier.
Yes.
Seaver.
Yes.
Ketcher.
Yes.
Shropshire.
Yes.
Nance.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you so much. Item C, we just did item C. That was the discussion action regarding appeal of the demolition process at 306 North Indianola Street. Is there anything else, Mr. Ritchie?
Nothing further.
Thank you, sir. Move to item 6. Oh, by the way, there is a choir concert tonight in Pryor Schools, and we're going to try to wrap this up so folks can get to that concert. Item 6, discussion possible action on consent agenda. A, approve minutes to September 20, 2022 council meeting. B, approve payroll purchase orders through October 14, 2022. C, approve claims for purchase orders through October 4, 2022. D, acknowledge, excuse me, acknowledge receipt of deficient purchase orders. E, discussion and possible action regarding closing South Adair from Graham Avenue to First Street on Monday, October 31st, 2022, from 2:30 p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. for downtown trick-or-treating. Item F, discussion and possible action regarding mayor's nomination of Ron Reeser for seat number 2 of the Park Board, term ending 7/31/24. This seat was left vacant by Melinda Marks. Excuse me. Item G, discussion and possible action regarding allowing Lakes Area Abate Chapter 13 to host Bikes and Treats event on Halloween from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Centennial Park. Item H, discussion and possible action regarding disposal of city records according to City of Pryor Creek retention policy as attached. Item I, discussion possible action to accept bid from Jayco Heat and Air in the amount of $2,500 as in best interest of the city from Recreation Repair and Maintenance Account 848455091 for Pryor Creek Recreation Center Drain Replacement Project per advertisement from TFK Engineering's HVAC study pending Recreation Board approval on October 3rd, 2022. Other bids received, Melton's AC and Appliance Service in the amount of $1,775. Masters Heating Cooling Incorporated in the amount of $5,850. Vickery Heat and Air in the amount of $9,099. Item J, discussion possible action regarding the purchase of new dual-head camera by the Pryor Creek Recreation Center from Digi Security Systems at state contract price, contract number SW1048D, in the amount of $2,967.78 from Pryor Creek Recreation Center Capital Outlay Equipment Account 848455410, pending Recreation Board approval on October 3rd, 2022. Item K, discussion possible action regarding establishing a merchant surcharge program effective January 1, 2023 through Pryor Creek Recreation Center's credit card service provider, Card Connect, pending Recreation Board approval October 3rd, 2022. The service would add a fixed 3.5% fee at checkout for each credit debit card transaction to help offset processing costs for Pryor Creek Recreation Center. Item L, discussion possible action regarding an expenditure in the amount of $9,650 to Motorola Solutions for extended warranties and software maintenance on WatchGuard cameras for the Pryor Creek Police Department from Police Technology Account 02-215-5260. This item was included in the 2022-2023 budget. This is the consent agenda. Which items would council like to remove?
Need to remove I and make a statement of best interest of the city.
Yes.
Why it's in the best interest.
All right, we remove item I. Is there a motion to approve all the other items?
Second.
Who made the motion? Motion Catcher, second. Smith? Call for vote.
Barham,
Yes.
Gantier,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Pitcher,
Yes.
Shropshire,
Yes.
Hance,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chipwood,
Yes.
Motion carries. I might mention that on item I, J, and K, all three of those items were approved at the rec board meeting last night. Item I, discussion possible action to accept bid from Jayco Heat and Air in the amount of $2,500 as in the best interest of the city from Recreation Repair and Maintenance Account number 848455091 for Pryor Creek Recreation Center Drain Replacement Project per advertisement from TFK Engineering's HVAC study. Pending Recreation Board approval, October 3rd, 2022. Other bids received. Melton's AC and Appliance Service in the amount of $1,775. Masters Heating and Cooling Incorporated in the amount of $5,850. Vickery Heat and Air in the amount of $9,099. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second.
Motion Gantier, second Chitwood. Jessica, would you like to speak to this, please?
So I put this on last month's board agenda. At that time, there were 3 bids, and there was a great difference in all of them. And so what we did is Gary Buffington went back to those 3, and then also went to Jayco as well, just to make sure we had a good selection of bids to choose from. He went over the specs that they were given, and made sure they understood the work that was asked of them. And then he asked them to submit a bid that met the requirements that we had given them, and asked them to be very detailed in the description of their bid on what the money would be used for. So in the ones that we got back, the reason I'm recommending Jayco and not recommending the lower bid is because the lower bid gave no details at all. And even after we asked for them, when I received the bid, I immediately emailed back and said, I have to have a clearer description. We don't know if the PVC pipe is new, if they're going to use what's already up there. We did not know from the bid that we were given. And so after attempting at least twice to get a more detailed bid, I didn't feel comfortable and didn't think the board would feel comfortable in paying that, not knowing what the money would buy, basically. So that's why we recommended the $2,500 and the board approved it last night.
So they were non-compliance due to not giving you the specifications you asked for?
Yes.
The detail?
Yes, and they lowered their bid, which Masters did as well from the first time to the second time. They both lowered their bid, which was great, but we still
Needed assurance.
yeah, I need to know what we're paying for. Are we going to get what we've asked? And so I just simply asked for that to be included in the bid so that we knew. Because if you'll notice, which I don't know, they may not have those in the packet, but.
No, they do.
Yeah,
We do.
So you can see the
I
other
noticed.
is
Oh,
very
yeah.
descriptive.
I thought maybe there was a page missing, but.
No, so when you have one versus the, I just,
There was nothing there.
No, there's no detail.
You couldn't tell if it would be UV-rated pipe or painted, or, because I went and asked the mayor about that for the meeting.
Yeah.
It's-
yeah, so.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Thank you, Jessica. Call for vote.
Gantier,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Pitcher,
Yes.
Shropshire,
Yes.
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chipwood,
Yes.
Barham,
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 7, committee reports, A, budget personnel, Shropshire,
August 10th,
August 10th.
or October 10th, excuse me.
October 10th.
Yeah, I misread it, October 10th, yeah. Yeah, we're waiting the next year this time.
All right, very good. Item B, ordinance insurance, Shropshire,
November the 3rd.
November 3rd. Okay, very good. Street committee,
Nothing at this time.
all right. I would mention that there is a special called park board meeting on Thursday evening, and be considering the the pool. Mr. Paddock will be over here with final plans, and there will also be a plan presented for the financing part of it as well. Item 8, unforeseeable business, there is none.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion Ketcher, second Smith to adjourn. Call for vote?
Seaver,
Yes.
Richard,
Yes.
Berkshire,
Yes.
Hand,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chitwood,
Yes.
Barnham,
Yes.
Gantier,
Yes.
Motion carries. Pryor Public Works Authority will call to order. Item 2, approval of minutes, September 30, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second.
Motion Shropshire, second Smith. Discussion. Call for vote?
Pitcher,
Yes.
Berkshire,
Yes.
Hand,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chitwood,
Yes.
Barnham,
Yes.
Gantier,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Motion carries. There is no unforeseeable business.
Motion to adjourn.
Ketcher, motion to adjourn, and second Smith.
Sir.
Call for vote, please.
Berkshire,
Yes.
Hand,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Chitwood,
Yes.
Barnham,
Yes.
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Yes.